All right, everyone, here we are back on 51 Willys Wagon, Project Decade. It's about how long this thing's been being worked on for. It's been a decade, so that's kind of what I'm calling it, Project Decade. So a couple weeks in here working on it, got quite a few things done on it. Once again, now the body's back onto the frame, and underneath what we ended up doing was I sprayed the whole bottom side of it with a bed liner stuff. A Raptor is the product, so sprayed the whole bottom of the Jeep, and I got the exhaust done on it, and been just kind of finishing up things underneath on it here to get everything done. And we got the tank in it. You got an aftermarket poly tank, direct fit, made things a little easier. Just stick it right back in the original location. I just got the exhaust kind of stubbed down right here until everything's done, and then I'll finish the exhaust with tailpipes going out the back. Got some Flowmaster mufflers on it. Sounds really good. I'll fire it up once I lower it down here, but I just want to start out on the bottom here and kind of show you everything underneath. Like I said, it is a tube frame underneath it, QA1s, coilovers, adjustable with 4-link suspension, triangulated 4-link. Years ago, or a couple years ago, when I built my frame, I actually laid underneath this thing and took the measurements off the frame to kind of get myself going in the right direction to build the frame on Ratfish. He's got independent front suspension in the front with a T-Bird rack and T-Bird spindles and stuff on it. So he just picked up a set of T-Bird wheels for it today. We bolted them on, actually a Taurus wheel, I think, actually, and we bolted them on, make sure everything was going to fit right. And it looks good with the other wheels. These are his mock-up wheels with the wrong offset on it. So that's what it looks like underneath. I'm going to take and lower it down here, and we can take a look around on the top side, and I'll fire it up for you guys. So just give me a minute and I'll lower it down. All right, guys, sit down on the floor now. Take a little walk around it. I'll tell you what I know about it. It is a 401 in it. He does have a serpentine setup on it. It's got HEI distributor in it, headers, Holley 4-barrel, and some sort of an aluminum intake. I believe it's an Eldebrock aluminum intake on it. Pretty mild motor. It's not really built, but it'll still produce plenty of power. So we did repaint the firewall to this Sherwood green with metallic in it, and then I brought the undercoating all the way up on halfway up the firewall there. Like, remember in the last video, you can see that the firewall that we had built and welded in place. So I'll just give you a little peek inside here. We did paint the whole inside. There's the firewall, and we got the gas pedal in and stuff. Steering wheel went in yesterday with the column. We did a lot on it yesterday. Got the seats in it. These are the factory seats. Kind of a neat vintage look. Got all the wood put back in it. Side panels in it. These are the mini tubs that our good friend of ours built a couple years ago. They look pretty cool in there now with the paint on them and stuff. Everything in there looks pretty nice now. So he might try and find another front seat to fit in between these tubs so that he has a rear seat. So this thing was like a 6-passenger, I believe. So you could fit like 3 in the front, 2 in the middle, and then there was like this little jump seat mounted back here. You can kind of see the notches in the wood there for the jump seat legs to come down. And he's kind of sat sideways in it. So, but I've never seen it with those seats in there. I don't think he has the seats to be able to do that. But so that's the inside now. Let's show you a little deal of the steering here. This was quite something. So we got a double knuckle coming off the end of that, and then we put a standoff on the frame there down to another knuckle here, so you can kind of see how far that thing had to offset around that header. But it really works nice, actually. So they're expensive little knuckles, but a guy can really get them offset pretty far and still get the steering to work. So that turned out pretty good. So I'm going to fire it up here so we can hear it. And so hang on a second, let me fire it up. We've got a little temporary ignition set up here with the battery on the floor. So pretty sweet little runner, runs really good. bought this motor used a couple years ago from a guy that was off-roading the motor, so it runs pretty good. Nice sound to it, these Flowmasters on it. So next weekend we're gonna get the radiator back in it and finish a couple other little things on it, and it's going back to his place, and so he can pick away at a list of different things he's got to get done. So, but for the most part, it's pretty close. It's really close to driving on the road. Drive shaft, brake pedal, a few odds and ends. I mean, not a ton of stuff, but he's gonna get the fenders bolted on, the hood on, and then get the glass in it, and just kind of pick away at things as he goes. So. Thanks for watching, guys. That is the 51 Willys Wagon, project 1 decade. So, see ya. Thanks for watching.